So last week, I think I weighed in at 161.4, and this week I am 160.8. My coffee is steeping for 10 minutes, so I feel like the responsible thing to do here would be to get some steps in. I have 587, and it's almost 11 a.m., so we're not doing too good. 10 minutes done. We're at almost 1,900 steps. I'm gonna be making a butternut squash risotto with sage later. Oh my gosh, I had it a few weeks ago and it was so good. So I'm so excited to make it again. So I've already gone ahead, chopped up all the butternut squash. This is more of like a higher calorie, like comfort food type of thing. So I'm gonna just add in some oil. We're gonna put salt and pepper in there. And then I'm gonna cut up an onion, put some garlic cloves in here, and we're gonna roast those up in the oven. So I'm just doing onion slices because this is all gonna get blended up. So I'm just breaking it up, and that's gonna add flavor. And then I also have some chopped onions as well that I'm gonna put in the risotto itself. So just for a little bit more texture, but this will help just for the flavor profile. I like doing that. And we'll throw in some garlic cloves. This means I have 30 minutes-ish to go for a walk. And my shoes are... Aha. Following the power of one more, and I'm just doing one more lap. I was gonna finish at 4, but let's finish 5 up. 5,500 steps. Look at how gorgeous all of this is roasted. Don't mind the mess behind, but trust the process. So we are making some Ninja Creamies, and this is a good little snack so that we can still get our protein in. So I use maca root. It's an adaptogen, helps with stress. It also helps with like hormones as well. And then I'm also doing Supreme Beef ATP protein. And then I have the enhanced collagen peptides by Organica. Tell me why it's almost 1 p.m. and I'm just having breakfast now. And I've got my supplements here. Houston, we have a motherfucking problem. So I have a little herb garden right here, and there's sage in there, and I need the sage for my risotto, but I can't go outside, and I'll show you why. There are all these bugs all over the screen, and I just cannot. And they're all over the window, and I have to go there. And right there, you can see the sage. It's peeking up, asking for me to come and grab some, but I can't do it because of all of these friggin' bugs. Call me a baby, call me dramatic. I have an insane fear of bugs. I actually can't go outside. Like I will go buy sage from the store instead of take it from my herb garden that I have. I don't think I can do it. I genuinely don't think I can do it. This is gonna be, I'm gonna have to call in the big guns. I'm gonna have to get my husband to do it. This is what I'm having as a snack because I'm not really hungry, but something to bridge me over until dinner time. Time check, it is 3:33. I'm almost at 10,000 steps. When you're on a weight loss journey, I feel like it's so important to look at everything that you're doing in terms of movement to try to get the most movement done. So like, for example, I was vacuuming, I've been cleaning up and stuff, and I use that as a way to like, 1, keep everything organized, but 2, also make sure that like I'm getting movement in. So that's like another way that I do it. I look at everything as an opportunity to move. 23, and I have hit my step goal for the day. No idea why, but I'm eating this tiramisu. We got chicken, beef, some butternut squash because I am making risotto. Look at how gorgeous. And it's so tasty. Nothing fancy. Let's do our weekly sourdough. Moment of truth. Oh my God, this one actually turned out so much better than the last one. Okay, we gotta throw it back in to let it brown, but oh my God, she's so tall. So she's just gone back in there for another 20 minutes. Every time I open the oven to check or I pull up the lid, I'm like, is she like tall? Is she flat? You have no idea how many times I had like a brick in my Dutch oven. Like I would open it and it didn't do anything. So I get so happy when it did. So this loaf is definitely more like ovally, but the height on it from the sides is a lot taller than past loaves. So I think I'm doing things right. Breakfast, duh. Mr. Beans. Mr. Beans. Taste test.
Don't just leave your dishes in the sink. Load them into the dishwasher.
Yes, I'm rewatching this on my turn pretty. Okay? Don't judge.
It's exactly the same. Tastes the same.
Come on, man, we're leaving. You ready?
Can I come too? Skip the movie and go to bed.
Okay, yeah, sure, we can.
Under your bathroom sink.
This is my lunch. I got these big, I don't even know what they're called, like broccolinis. I got my butternut squash risotto, and then I have some chicken that I made up yesterday, and of course my little prenatal vitamin there. So my mother-in-law sent us home with some tiramisus yesterday, and I tried to give it to my mom because she had some guests over. She said no, so my husband and I are finishing them off. We did leave her with 2 for her guests because they did want them, so she just didn't want the leftovers, so there was 4 left over. So my husband and I are each having 2 each. So I had one yesterday, and I'm gonna have one now as like a little treat, like a midday treat. And this is coming from a holistic nutritionist that fully believes in balance and who doesn't cut anything out, especially when it comes to weight loss. I don't think that I need to stop eating bread or things like this. I just need to make sure that I do things a little bit more strategically. One of the reasons why I'm having it right now, which is it's 3 o'clock right now. So I'm having this as like a midday treat because I don't think that desserts should be the pinnacle of your day. I think that when you wait and you make it the thing that you look forward to all day long, that creates some sort of yearning and more desire for it than if you just allow yourself to have it. And this is like a lot of mindset work that goes into this. And I have done some serious work on that because as somebody who used to compete and had a very restrictive mindset and followed very restrictive guidelines for competitions, that only bites you in the ass and it makes you want it even more. So in order to keep myself from binging, and having recovered from a binge eating disorder, this is what I like to do, is have the dang treat. I am just getting back on my walking pad right now. I have just over 10,000 steps. So I want to try and get all of this done before I have my client call later. I also have to run some errands and stuff for my mom. So we're getting this done now while I still have 27 minutes left of work, and I will of course get this done before then, I think. Otherwise, like, I will get some walking done when I do the errands and when I go up to my mom's place. So I'm not too worried, but that is where we're at. We're kicking this Monday's butt, okay? I did not do well last week, so this is a lot better. And my sourdough turned out great. It is a good day. 4 o'clock, 13,461 steps. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. It is 10:52 and I have just around 5,000 steps. I came home and I actually have the day off today, but I came home after we went on our walk this morning. I am so sorry if you can hear my dog. He's like breathing heavy. Stop. I just crashed when I came home. And I don't know if it's because I did like a lot yesterday. I think I hit just over 15,000 steps and I did a workout, and like I'm also on a calorie deficit, and I was running around. I had a coaching call with one of my clients last night too. So it was just like an overall very busy day. And I think that that might have something to do with it, but I am not necessarily behind the eight ball, but I certainly have a lot of catching up to do. So we're going to go and get our day started right now at like 11 a.m. And I'm gonna start with a coffee and just get things going. And on a positive note, I'm so excited about this. I weighed myself this morning and the scale went down. So on Sunday, I weighed myself and I was 160.8. And I weighed myself today and I was 160 on the dot. Haven't gone to the bathroom or anything yet either. So I know that like I'm making really good progress. So like from my last week's weigh-in was at 161.8, and then now I'm down to was it 161 point, wait, I don't remember. Either way, I'm losing over a pound a week, which I'm here for it. Time for some coffee. Duh, the same thing. Not too bad. One thing that is so hard about walking on the walking pad while I'm working is I don't actually clock my steps while I do that because my hand is like on the keyboard. So I have just smashed out all my emails that I sent to my email list for the month of October. And then I just have to finish writing one of my client emails and send her the notes from her call last night. And that is going to be a wrap. Like I'm at 10,500 steps, but I feel like by the time I'm done all of this, I'm not going to have that many steps left to do. And while I did start my day like really late, I feel like I really needed this. I needed to just like have a day where I could just relax, chill, get some admin stuff done for my business, and I am here for it. So I'm going to go smash out the rest of these steps. I'm going to finish these emails and set it all up so that my emails can get sent out. So if you are not on my email list, make sure that you go ahead and go to my website. It's in the description below so that you can sign up to get my emails. I also have a free quiz, which I will be mentioning in my emails a lot, about like ways that you can set yourself up and set the groundwork for losing weight if that's what your goal is. So my practice is not based on fertility, although I can help with that. It is really more so just, weight loss, gut health, hormones, things like that. And all of those pieces work like a puzzle together that help paint the picture and put the picture together for somebody's fertility or just their overall health. So I have a gut health quiz that you can do. So if you just want to go to hit the description, do the gut health assessment. It is completely free and it gives you results right at the end. So make sure you do. 12,000 steps. Have I disturbed you? Be honest. Lunch. Finish off these steps. 509. 14,482 steps. It is 6:24. I have 15,568 steps. I just went out for ramen with one of my best friends and I managed to fit that into my calories, plan it in my day, and I still managed to get all my steps in because I went for a walk on my lunch instead of just sitting around doing nothing. So that is how we get shit done around here. This is the Mirror Fertility Monitor. This is the wand that you dip into. Why are you looking suspicious? You scared, Pat? Are you scared, Pat? No, you're just over mommy? Tell them what I call you. Is it Piggly? Piggly? Another day, another time that we're looking for my freaking shoes. Where did my husband put them? He's getting crafty. Oh my gosh. This doesn't even seem safe. Oh my gosh. This is the furnace. This is sketchy. Wow. Good for him. That was a good spot. My meeting ended up going so late. So I actually just got out of it 2 minutes ago and it's already 12. And so I'm just going to get some steps in right now. I only have 5,600 steps. So we're very behind. We're behind. But we're going to make it today.
Hey, kid. Are you leaving already? That's it?
Why? Always.
You want to maybe go for a bike ride? I know it's a really cool spot.
Post-workout walk. Just a little snack. Some chocolate chips. $440 and I have 10,220 steps. Setting up my emails for October.
Down the slimy stuff it would leave behind. Removing none.
So I just got home from taking my mom to an appointment. I have 7,200 steps and it is 10:45. I'm so excited. Today we're gonna be making birria tacos. So I had the most insane kerfuffle this morning. We woke up at 4:45 just so that we could get a walk in, but also so that I had enough time to sear the beef and throw it in because I knew that it had to be slow cooked. Anyways, we did a brisket. I cut it up and I went to go plug in my slow cooker and it wasn't working. So I had to throw it all in the oven and it's gonna be on for probably another 3-4 hours-ish. But I am gonna check on it right now just to see how it's doing. Okay, wow, that looks so friggin' good. I can't wait to peel this all apart later and turn them into tacos. No surprise here. Another day, another searching for my shoes. And this time, I think that my husband, I can't, where the fuck did he put them? I actually have no idea this time. And I knew that he was gonna get better and better. Like, the crazy thing is I need to even check up here, in the friggin' ceiling. I wouldn't even be surprised if he stuffed it into a vent. This is crazy.
That I'm searching stretching this hard. Like, and all I have to do is just put my shoes away. Okay, I'm actually stumped. Am I missing something? That would have been a good spot in there.
Okay, I genuinely don't know where they are. Is it gonna be like somewhere like on a vent? No. Okay, I gotta call him. I'm friggin' dying. I had to call him. He told me that already. He also proceeded to tell me that this is the consequences of my actions and that one day I'm not going to be able to find my shoes. Why do I do this? I'm going to leave my shoes on here again today because that one was really funny. And it is 12:20. I have 7,500 steps. I'm going for a walk on my lunch. Just don't bother the baby. Are you hiding? Piggly. 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 Why are you hiding? Hey! Oh my god! Piggly! Where are you going? 4:28. I hit my 14,000 steps. I have friends coming over shortly and I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do with these tacos that I'm making, and I need a little nap because I've been up since 4:45 this morning to get a walk in and to make it to my mom's place to take her to an appointment on time. So I'm just glad that I have my steps done and I don't have to worry about that, but I'm just so excited to get a good night's sleep tonight. It is October 4th. It's 9:29 and I have 166 steps. I just woke up and we had our friends over last night and I made the best birria tacos I have ever had. They were so good. I'm not even just saying that because I made it. I've had some at restaurants, but these were so good. I made it with brisket. And I cracked the 150s today. So I'm officially 6 pounds down. And it kind of feels illegal that it's this easy. And like, mind you, I know what I'm doing because I am a holistic nutritionist, but I've also been a nutrition coach that specializes in weight loss. And it's just not been something that I've been focusing on for myself over the past while because I was just simply trying to get pregnant and get pregnant again after I lost my first pregnancy. So yeah, it has been incredibly easy. And like, when I tell you that it's easy, I mean, like, I feel guilty that I'm able to have nights like last night I had Prosecco, I had 4 tacos, I had one of those like crunchy cruffin, like pumpkin spice cruffin things, and like some cookies. And the week before that I went out for a girls' night and we had like charcuterie board and Turkish food. And then the next day we had you know, like a lunch at his mom's place, and like we had tiramisu, and I've been having these things every day. And this is more just to show you that you can have all of these things while you're trying to lose weight. And it really all depends on how much of a calorie deficit you're in and if you are able to be consistent. And I have hit my calories every single day. I do give myself some more flexibility on the weekends, which is called calorie cycling, where I'll have a couple of days on the weekends where it's higher, and then I'll have some calories that are a little bit lower throughout the week, just so that I can do that. I only lower my calories during the week by about 50 calories, and I might give myself like an extra 100 calories or 150 calories on the weekend. So I know that I'm still in a calorie deficit, but it's not like anything drastic. Like, I'm not eating 1,200 calories during the week so that I could eat 3,000 calories on Friday and Saturday. It's not like that at all. So yeah, it could be that easy. And if you want help with your weight loss, or you feel like, you know, something could be getting in the way, whether that's your hormones or your gut health, then go to the description below and do my gut check quiz, or sign up for my emails and reach out to me. There's also a link to work with me just by clicking on my Calendly link. So we can have a free discovery call and talk about your goals. And if there's a way that I can help you, then I would love to help. Post meal, so I am getting on the treadmill to get some steps in. Today is a very slow moving day. I have 7,200 steps, so I still have about 7,000 more to go. I just have to do 3,100 more steps. I'm so over this. I just passed out on my couch for like 20 minutes after I did that walking, and I still have 3,000 steps left to do. So I need to get this done. This was a rough one, but we are done. Steak and potatoes. I just did my weigh-in, and I think I was 160.8 last Sunday, and today I was 159.2. So I am losing a good amount of weight at a really good pace, and I'm so happy about that. I'm just gonna put on my makeup because I have stuff to do today. So we can talk about how this week went. Really, I had a couple of days that were pretty challenging step-wise because I've been so exhausted lately, and I know that that's just something that comes with being like in your luteal phase. And I have been doing like my Mira hormones test every morning, and so far it looks like things are going well in terms of like what my hormones are doing. I noticed that there was a slight dip in my estrogen compared to last cycle for my follicular phase. Like it just didn't really peak the way that it's supposed to before ovulation. So there's a chance that this is not the cycle, but I can say that my progesterone is doing things that I really like. It rose really, really quickly after I ovulated. So that's always a good sign. I did notice I do have some pimples, which is like very not like me. I don't usually get pimples. So right now I'm like 4 days post ovulation. So there's still some time for me to find out or not find out, like if this was a successful cycle. So we will see how that goes. But in terms of like this week, I was pretty consistent with walking every single morning. That was my focus of the week. I really, really wanted to make sure that I was getting my steps in early so that I wasn't behind the 8 ball. I found yesterday it was actually one of my most challenging days, and that's because like weekends kind of throw me off, but we did go for a walk. It was so hot out, and it's been very cool lately, so I just was not used to the heat, and it made me a lot more tired than I usually am. So like at 5 o'clock yesterday, I passed out. I like did some steps on the treadmill to just try and finish them up, and like normally I could like finish it in one shot, but I just could not do it yesterday. So I laid down on the couch and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna rest for a few minutes. And what turned into a few minutes ended up being like a 20-minute power nap, which like I'm not a napper, but since starting all of this, I have been a lot more tired, and I think it's because I've been focusing on like getting in so many steps, so like my energy expenditure is a lot higher. I think for this upcoming week, I don't know if I'm going to stick to doing 14,000 steps. I might, just as like, you know, I might just because I like the number. I don't know why. Like, I really don't know why. But if I stick to 14,000 steps, then instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase my food by 100 calories. So I think I'll like up it up to 1,800 from 1,700. Like I said, I am losing weight at a decent pace, but it also, like, I'm not in any rush either. Like, I know that my whole goal is to, like, you know, lose as much weight as I can before I get pregnant. And like, hopefully it also helps with the process of trying to conceive, because everything that I've been doing thus far has not really worked. Because if it did, then I would be pregnant right now, but I'm not. So, that's kind of what I was thinking of doing, is just like increasing my calories slightly, because I think that that could help with some of the fatigue that I've been getting, at least during my luteal phase. And like, this upcoming week will be my last week of my luteal phase before I get my period, or if I don't, then I'm gonna know that I need to increase it anyways. So I think that if I increase it by 100 calories every day, it might slow down the rate of progression. I might only lose 1 pound a week, which I am totally okay with, as long as the scale is like continuing to trend downwards. But all of my meals have been like pretty balanced. I haven't had any issues with like cravings or things that I can't eat. And that's because I've been incorporating all of it into my weight loss strategy. If you don't, then you are going to feel restriction. And the second that you feel restricted, the second that you feel like you can't have something, is when you're going to want it even more. And so this is stuff that I always teach to my clients too, is like how to incorporate the foods that you love and structure your days accordingly so that you can still have the things that you want and lose weight. I also say too that there is like a level of cushion room where your adherence does not need to be 100% perfect. It does need to be over an 80%. Anything below that, you're gonna see like pretty slow results, but it's like, you're not gonna hit everything 100% of the time. You know what I mean? So my calories over the past week have been around that 1,700, and it's because I use calorie cycling. So I do lower calories throughout the week, and then I have higher calorie days like whenever I am planning for it. So for example, Friday night I had a higher calorie day, and I also I actually managed to stick within my like calories on Wednesday when I went out with one of my girlfriends for ramen. So it's totally possible, and it's 100% doable. You just have to have the right strategies in place. And like I said, it feels criminal. It feels criminal that I'm able to lose weight as I have been. And this has been by far the easiest, absolute easiest that I've ever lost weight before. And other than like being tired a couple of the days, because like I said, luteal phase, it really drains you. So we'll see what happens. But over the next week, we have Thanksgiving, because I'm in Canada and I'm going to be hosting. So I'm going to have 2 Thanksgiving dinners, one that I'm hosting and then one at my in-laws. And I think what I'm going to do is just bump myself up to maintenance for those 2 days, because again, strategy, I don't need to necessarily have like, you know, a major weight loss over the next week or whatever, especially as I'm going to get my period. The weight's probably already going to go up anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that, but we'll see what happens. And I'm really glad that this week went the way that it did. I needed a good week after having a really bad week the week before, where I felt like I was constantly like not prepared. this time I just absolutely knocked it out of the park, and the results show, they speak for themselves. So if I was 160.8 last week and I was 159.2, then that means I lost 1.6 pounds, I think. Oh my God, my brain does not do math anymore. Anyways, I was able to lose some weight this week and I'm very happy about that. So if you've stuck around for this long, then thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you're interested in working with me and you have questions about how to lose weight, what the right way is, if you're trying to support your fertility or your gut health, go to the links in my description below and use them. Book a call with me. I promise I'm not scary. I'll see you next time.